Hello, everyone. It is us again at United Way. All week long, as you know, we've been going out and visiting with our various community impact partner agencies. This is actually our last stop on this live Facebook tour, and we are here now at Avenues. Unlike everywhere else where we've gone outside and come inside, Avenues is a little bit different due to the nature of the work that they do within our community to provide victims of crimes a safe haven. And so we don't necessarily want everyone knowing where Avenues is and what Avenues looks like. Rather, instead, we want to provide individuals that are seeking shelter and safety here with that opportunity to have a safe location where people don't know where they are. So we're with Kara and Stephanie, who are co-acting executive directors at the organization. Kara and Stephanie, can you talk a little bit about the work that you do here at Avenues and what the organization does for the community?
We assist victims of domestic and sexual violence, men, women, children. Am I live? And I'm now talking to myself.
You're good. So men, women, and children ultimately. Can you talk through maybe the numbers of clients that you serve? Because so many times people within our community think that domestic violence and sexual violence is something that's far and few between, but the numbers of the people that called you, the number of clients that you serve, really showcase that it's not frequent. It's fairly frequent. So can you talk through maybe numbers a little bit?
So we actually have two programs. We have our sheltering program and we have our outreach program. So we provide shelter to people who are actively fleeing, and we provide outreach services, which would be going to court with individuals, going to CAC interviews, prosecuting interviews, law enforcement interviews. And we do that in 11 counties, so all the way from Adair County to Pike County. I actually have a cheat sheet.
Perfect. Use it.
So far this year in 2024, and we still have 4 months, we've served 488 clients for domestic violence. 57 clients, we provided shelter. We'd also use hotel motel funding for shelter if they can't come to our location here. We've had 474 outreach clients, 449 support groups, and we've answered 287 hotlines.
And those hotline calls, can you talk about what that really is like? Who's calling you?
So sometimes we get calls from the victim themselves. They are actively fleeing. They just had a situation. They're in their emergency crisis mode, and they need help. They need somewhere to go right away. They need an order of protection. Sometimes it's law enforcement calling for the person, and sometimes it's another social service agency calling for the person. So sometimes it's like, answering a 911 call, and sometimes it's just like it's already happened. They've been through the crisis of it, and they just need the help afterwards.
And so really every call, you never know, of course, what's going to be coming in, and obviously you guys here at Avenues have certain things that you can provide. But I know a lot of the times when we have different individuals calling us, shelter's full. Do you want to talk about the number of clients that you can kind of house in shelter currently, and then really what future plans are underway?
Right now, our shelter can have up to 10 individuals, and we can take someone with kids. If we have 10 individuals and they have like 2 kids, we have cots or bunk beds, like a top bunk that they can use. Unfortunately,
The space is really small. We only have, really the 2 bedrooms. And so everyone's kind of in the rooms with, sharing it with other individuals, other families, women with their children.
Far from ideal.
Yeah, it's far from ideal. You're in there and you're in your own trauma, and then you have somebody else in there with their own trauma. So it just leads, there's a heightened awareness, and everybody's,
Struggling
to adapt with their own, and then they have somebody else who's also doing that, and it's not always easy.
Absolutely.
Because everyone, deals with their trauma differently. We are in the works of a new building and going to start construction hopefully soon to open up our space where we have 9 rooms, and so each, they might share with one other person, but they're not sharing with 3 other individuals. and their kids. And so this
So-
will,
We purchased this building in 2022, and so it's been a long road, but I think we're finally getting to where we can see the end of it, and we're really excited because it's been a long time coming. We've been at that shelter in downtown Hannibal since 1989.
I was gonna say early 90s, okay,
Yeah,
1989.
Since I was a year old.
Yeah, yeah.
I
There's
wouldn't
a
know
chance
that.
I wasn't born yet, but today is my birthday, so.
Really?
Yeah,
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday. So, nonetheless, you know, with the work of Avenues, it's hard, it's draining, but it's critically important, and the numbers don't lie. You know, the services that they provide to the community are more than essential. When we have, you know, individuals that are the victims at the hands of abusers, they need help. They need an opportunity to seek safety, seek shelter. And so the work of Avenues is critical to our community. And it's not glamorous work. It's not pretty work. It is hard work. It is daunting. It is obviously work that people don't really want to acknowledge, and they'd rather put their blinders on and not always know is happening, because it's not fun. And it's not great to know that your neighbors are hurting their spouses or significant others, or children. And so having Avenues within our community is critically important. It's critical to have a domestic and sexual violence shelter. And that's what we believe and stand firm on at United Way. So, Angela, you want to cue up here?
Yes, I want to thank you, ladies, for the work that you do here. You are part of our Everyone Can Help Someone campaign. If somebody wanted to get involved and help volunteer, what are some ways they could do that with Avenues?
They can call us here at the main office, speak to Kara or I, and that number is 573-603-1827. And just, you know, talk with us. We do provide training for that, and there's different volunteer opportunities. You can, you know, work here at the office and answer phones. You can, you know, volunteer at the shelter, help us with fundraisers.
And what kind of things, so women many times come in with nothing. What are some of the things you need? We were talking earlier about clothes. There's a large number of clothes donations here. Definitely not a need at the present time, but what are some of the things that are needed?
We are short on baby girl clothes, right?
Yes, baby girl clothes. We are short from newborn to, I can't remember what she said the other day.
3T?
Newborn to 3T-ish.
3T-ish,
baby girls.
yeah, little girls, and I think even up to like 8 years old. From newborn to 8 years old, we're short on little girl clothes.
Can you talk about toiletry needs, pillows, and those kind of
Yeah.
things?
We're always in need of pillows and paper towels and toilet paper and laundry soap.
Anything that you would utilize at your home ultimately is needed at the shelter, because women come in and many times also they've lost employment or they haven't had a job, and then the individual who is the breadwinner at the home is no longer supporting.
Probably
financially.
even gift cards.
Gift cards, their documentation, they sometimes will come in, they don't have a social security card, they don't have their birth certificates because their abuser, controlled all those documents. And so having some money that we can help them get those documentation.
One thing that's scarce in Hannibal, I know, and I'm sure all of our service area is transportation. So we did work with a cab company that was local for a long time, and now so if you could donate the punch cards for the new cab company to our shelter, that would be helpful, because they need rides to their doctor's appointments, employment. Most of the time they don't have a car or a ride to work, so then it's like, well, why get a job if I can't get there?
Absolutely.
So
There's a cyclical process there. Lots of ways to help. These are definitely clients that are served by Avenues. They're some of the most vulnerable individuals within our community who need the most support and help. And really, once again, everyone can help someone, and there's multiple ways here.
Yep. Everyone, every day can help someone. We look forward to you joining our campaign. Thanks.
Thank you.